Have you ever found yourself standing in the middle of a room, completely blanking on why you walked in there in the first place? Or maybe you're in the middle of a conversation and a simple word, a name you know as well as your own, suddenly vanishes, lost in a frustrating haze. You know it's there, right on the tip of your tongue, but it just won't come. It's more than just a momentary lapse. It's a feeling of mental slowness, of having to wade through cognitive molasses just to get through your day. We often dismiss this as a senior moment, a simple, unavoidable part of getting older. But what if I told you it's not? What if that persistent brain fog, that difficulty concentrating, and that feeling of being mentally drained isn't just about age, but about a specific hidden deficiency that's starving your brain of a critical nutrient? For millions of people over 60, this mental cloudiness is a daily reality, and it can be deeply unsettling. It makes you question your own sharpness and can even create a fear of losing your independence. You might think you're doing everything right, you're eating what you believe are healthy foods, you're trying to stay active, yet your mind just doesn't feel like your own anymore. The culprit might not be what you think. It's not necessarily a complex neurological issue. It's often a simple mineral deficiency, one that is incredibly common in our modern world, yet so frequently overlooked by doctors. In this video, we are going to pull back the curtain on this hidden cause of brain fog. We're going to uncover what this mineral is, why you're likely not getting enough of it, and most importantly, the simple, delicious foods you can add to your diet starting today to clear the fog, sharpen your memory, and reclaim your mental clarity. You're about to learn how to feed your brain exactly what it's been crying out for. Before we dive into this crucial information, if you're dedicated to taking control of your health and staying vibrant and independent for years to come, I'd be honored if you would subscribe to our channel and click that little bell for notifications. We share health insights here that can truly make a difference in your daily life. And I'm always curious to know where our community is watching from. Are you in the United States, Australia, the UK, or somewhere else in the world? Please take a moment to drop your country in the comments below. It's wonderful to see how far our mission for better health in our golden years is reaching. All right, let's talk about this mystery mineral. The nutrient we're focusing on today is magnesium. You may have heard of it in passing, perhaps in relation to muscle cramps or sleep, but its role in your body, and especially in your brain, is far more profound than most people realize. Think of magnesium as the spark of life, or the master conductor of your body's orchestra. It's involved in over 300 essential biochemical reactions. Every single cell in your body needs it to function. It helps convert the food you eat into cellular energy. It helps build new proteins, and it's critical for repairing your DNA. But where it truly shines is in its role as the brain's ultimate gatekeeper and calming agent. Your brain is a symphony of electrical signals with neurons constantly firing and communicating with each other. For this to happen smoothly, there needs to be a perfect balance. There's an important receptor on your brain cells called the NMDA receptor. You can think of this receptor as a gate. When it's open, it allows signals to pass through, exciting the neuron. This is essential for learning and memory. However, if this gate stays open for too long, the neuron becomes overexcited. It's like a light switch being flicked on and off relentlessly. This overstimulation creates what scientists call excitotoxicity, a state of neural stress that generates free radicals, causes inflammation, and ultimately damages and kills brain cells. This process is a major contributor to brain fog, memory loss, and that feeling of mental exhaustion. So, what holds that gate in check? What prevents it from swinging open wildly and causing chaos? That's where magnesium steps in. Magnesium acts as the gentle but firm gatekeeper for the NMDA receptor. It sits inside the receptor, blocking it from being overactivated. It ensures that the gate only opens when a strong, important signal comes along, like when you're learning something new. When magnesium levels are low, there's no gatekeeper. The gate is left unlocked, and even weak, unimportant signals can push it open, leading to that constant low-level neural noise and inflammation. This is the biological reality of brain fog. It's your brain cells in a state of constant low-grade stress because they're missing their guardian mineral. Now, you might be wondering, if magnesium is so important, why are so many of us deficient, especially as we get older? It's a fair question, and the answer is a perfect storm of factors. First, our modern food supply has been systematically stripped of this vital mineral. Decades of intensive farming practices have depleted our soils. The very same vegetables your grandparents ate 50 years ago contain significantly more magnesium than the ones we buy in the supermarket today. So even if you're eating a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, you may not be getting the amount of magnesium your body and brain desperately need. Second, as we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing nutrients from our food. The natural decline in stomach acid production after 60 makes it harder to break down and absorb minerals like magnesium from our diet. It's a double-edged sword. We need more of it to combat the stresses of aging, but our bodies are less capable of getting it. Third, and this is a big one for many seniors, are prescription medications. Common medications for conditions like high blood pressure, such as diuretics, as well as acid reflux medications and certain antibiotics, can actively deplete your body's magnesium stores. They can either flush it out of your system or block its absorption in the first place. You might be taking a medication for one condition, completely unaware that it's creating a deficiency that's causing your brain fog. And finally, our modern diet is filled with magnesium thieves. The biggest culprit is sugar and refined carbohydrates. Every time you consume sugar, your body uses up a significant amount of magnesium to process it. A single can of soda can cause your body to excrete precious magnesium through your urine. So, a diet high in processed foods, sweets, and white bread is constantly draining your magnesium reserves, leaving your brain unprotected and vulnerable. When you put all these factors together, it's no wonder that estimates suggest up to half of the population and an even higher percentage of older adults are not getting enough of this critical brain mineral. The effects of this deficiency go far beyond just brain fog. Remember how magnesium calms down your brain cells? It does the same for your entire nervous system. It's the ultimate relaxation mineral. When you're deficient, your nervous system gets stuck in the on position in a constant state of fight or flight. This is why a lack of magnesium is so closely linked to feelings of anxiety, irritability, and restlessness. It's also why it's so critical for a good night's sleep. Magnesium helps regulate the neurotransmitter GABA, which is the brain's primary calming signal. It helps quiet down the mental chatter and allows you to drift off to sleep. If you find yourself lying awake at night, your mind racing, a magnesium deficiency could very well be to blame. And what about your body? Have you ever been jolted awake by a painful Charlie horse in your calf? Or experienced those annoying little muscle twitches in your eye or elsewhere? Those are classic signs of a magnesium deficiency. Calcium is responsible for muscle contraction, while magnesium is responsible for muscle relaxation. When there's not enough magnesium to counterbalance the calcium, your muscles can get stuck in a state of contraction, leading to cramps, spasms, and tension. This same principle applies to the most important muscle in your body, your heart. Magnesium is essential for maintaining a steady heartbeat and healthy blood pressure. It helps relax the smooth muscle cells in your arteries and veins, allowing blood to flow more freely. When you're deficient, those blood vessels can constrict, contributing to high blood pressure. It's truly incredible how this one mineral is connected to so many aspects of our well-being after 60. from the clarity of our thoughts to the rhythm of our heart. I hope you're finding this information enlightening. It can be a real eye-opener to connect these common symptoms to a single root cause. If you're getting value from this so far, please take a moment to press the like button. It truly helps the video reach more seniors who might be struggling with these same issues and don't know why. Your single click can make a real difference. So, now, for the most important part, how do we fight back? How do we replenish our stores of this vital mineral and start clearing the fog? The wonderful news is that you can make a significant impact through your diet. Let's talk about the top magnesium-rich foods you should be adding to your grocery list. First on our list are dark leafy greens. Think of spinach, Swiss chard, and kale. These are the powerhouses of the plant world. A single cup of cooked spinach can provide you with nearly 40% of your daily recommended intake of magnesium. The reason they are so rich in this mineral is because the chlorophyll molecule, the pigment that gives plants their green color, has a magnesium atom at its very center. So, a simple rule to remember is the greener the vegetable, the more magnesium it likely contains. Try to incorporate a serving of dark leafy greens into your diet every single day. You can add a handful of spinach to your morning omelet, have a side of sauteed kale with your dinner, or blend them into a smoothie. It's one of the easiest and most effective ways to boost your intake. Next up, we have nuts and seeds, specifically almonds, cashews, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds. These are little nutritional treasures. Just a small handful of almonds, about a quarter of a cup, provides nearly 25% of your daily magnesium needs. Pumpkin seeds are even more potent. They are one of the best plant-based sources of magnesium you can find. I recommend keeping a small container of mixed nuts and seeds on your counter. It makes for a perfect afternoon snack that will curb your hunger and feed your brain at the same time. You can sprinkle chia seeds over your oatmeal or yogurt, or add a spoonful of almond butter to a slice of whole grain toast. These small additions really add up over the course of a day. Another wonderful source, and one that many of you will be happy to hear about, is dark chocolate. Yes, you read that right. High quality dark chocolate, specifically the kind with 70% or more cacao content, is packed with magnesium. A single 1 ounce square can provide you with about 15% of your daily requirement. The cacao bean is naturally rich in magnesium, as well as powerful antioxidants called flavonoids, which are also fantastic for brain health and circulation. This doesn't mean you should eat an entire bar every day, but enjoying a small square of high-quality dark chocolate can be a delicious, guilt-free way to contribute to your magnesium intake. It's a treat that loves your brain back. Let's also talk about avocados. This creamy fruit is not only a great source of healthy fats that support brain function, but it's also a fantastic source of magnesium. One medium avocado contains a substantial amount, helping you on your way to meeting your daily goals. Avocados are so versatile. You can add them to salads, spread them on toast, or just eat them with a spoon and a little bit of sea salt. Making avocado a regular part of your diet is a win-win for your brain and your overall health. Finally, we can't forget about legumes. Beans and lentils, such as black beans, chickpeas, and edamame, are not only great for fiber and plant-based protein, but they are also excellent sources of magnesium. Incorporating a serving of beans into your weekly routine, perhaps in a soup, a stew, or a salad, can significantly boost your mineral intake. It might seem a little daunting to think about adding all of these foods at once, but remember, knowledge is power. The goal isn't perfection overnight. It's about making small, sustainable changes. Maybe this week you focus on adding a handful of spinach to one meal a day. Next week, you introduce a small snack of almonds. These little steps taken consistently, are what build a foundation for a clearer mind and a stronger body. Now, just as it's important to add these magnesium-rich foods, it's equally important to be aware of the foods and drinks that are actively working against you, the ones that are robbing your body of this precious mineral. As we touched on earlier, sugar is the number one enemy. When you eat a sugary donut or drink a sweetened beverage, your kidneys are forced to excrete magnesium. It's a metabolic tax you pay for that sweet treat. The same goes for refined flour products like white bread, pasta, and pastries. During the refining process, the magnesium-rich bran and germ are stripped away, leaving you with a product that not only lacks magnesium, but actively depletes your existing stores to be metabolized. Making a conscious effort to reduce your intake of these foods can be just as impactful as adding magnesium-rich ones. It's about stopping the drain while also refilling the tank. Another category to be mindful of is carbonated drinks, especially dark-colored sodas. They contain phosphoric acid, which binds with magnesium in your digestive tract, creating an insoluble compound that your body cannot absorb. This means that any magnesium you consumed in that meal is essentially neutralized and flushed out. Switching from soda to water, herbal tea, or mineral water can make a huge difference in your body's ability to hold on to this crucial nutrient. It might feel a bit overwhelming to learn that some of the foods you enjoy could be contributing to your brain fog, but please don't feel discouraged. The purpose of this information is not to create guilt, but to empower you. Now you know. Now you have the ability to make informed choices. You are in the driver's seat of your own health. And every small positive choice is a victory for your brain. A question that often comes up is, should I take a supplement? For many people, especially those over 60, a supplement can be a very useful tool to ensure you're getting enough magnesium, especially while you're working on improving your diet. However, not all magnesium supplements are created equal. The cheap magnesium oxide you often find on drugstore shelves is very poorly absorbed by the body and is more likely to have a laxative effect. You want to look for forms that are chelated, meaning the magnesium is bound to an amino acid, which makes it much easier for your body to absorb and use. Magnesium glycinate is an excellent choice for brain health and sleep because the glycine molecule also has a calming effect on the nervous system. Magnesium l-threonate is another fantastic form that has been shown in studies to effectively cross the blood-brain barrier and increase magnesium concentrations in the brain. If you're considering a supplement, it's always best to speak with your doctor or a knowledgeable healthcare practitioner to determine the right form and dosage for your individual needs. So, to quickly recap what we've learned, that persistent brain fog you may be experiencing is very likely not just a symptom of aging, but a clear sign of a magnesium deficiency. This deficiency is caused by a combination of depleted soils, reduced absorption as we age, medication side effects, and a modern diet that robs our bodies of this mineral. To fight back, we need to focus on incorporating magnesium-rich foods like dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, avocados, and dark chocolate into our daily routine, while simultaneously reducing our intake of magnesium thieves like sugar, refined carbs, and sodas. And for some, a high-quality supplement can provide that extra insurance. Now, as we come to a close, I want to leave you with a powerful thought. Your age is not a cage. Growing older is a certainty, but the decline of your mental and physical vitality is not. Your body has an incredible innate capacity to heal and regenerate at any age. All it asks is that we give it the right building blocks. The information you learned today is one of those crucial building blocks. It's a key that can unlock a new level of clarity, energy, and well-being for you. I know that making changes can feel hard. I know the aches and pains and the daily challenges of getting older are real, but you are not powerless in this journey. You are here, you are learning, and you are taking steps to reclaim your health. Every healthy meal you choose, every positive change you make is an act of defiance against the notion that we must simply accept decline. You are strengthening your brain, your body, and your future with every single bite. One step at a time, one meal at a time, you are taking back control. I would be so grateful to hear from you now. Which part of this video surprised you the most? Have you had any personal experience with brain fog or noticed a difference from changing your diet? Please share your story or any questions you have in the comments section below. I do my best to read every comment, and your experiences create a community of wisdom that we can all learn from. What is one small change you plan to make this week after watching this? Let us know. Your commitment could be the spark that inspires someone else. If you found this information valuable and believe it could help someone you know, please give this video a thumbs up. It means the world to me and helps spread this vital message to others who need to hear it. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications, because your health, your clarity, and your independence are worth fighting for. And we are here to support you on that journey every step of the way. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. Stay strong, stay curious, and remember that the best is yet to come.